Hi everybody, it's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and I'm going to do another demonstration of my Accuquilt system. And what I thought I'd do today is put together this pattern right here, which came with the 8-inch cube set. So I've picked my fabrics for this, and I've got the dies organized over here. So I'm going to first of all cut these pieces. And what I want to see is how accurately I will come out with the exact measurements that I need for this block. Although I'm looking at the back of this right now, there are instructions on the back for sewing it together, and it's not really showing me what the final measurement should be. But since it's the 8-inch cube though, I'm assuming it should come out either as 8.5 inches unfinished or 8 inches. So probably 8.5 inches unfinished, I would think, would be the way this will work. So join me as I conduct this little experiment, shall we? And I want to show you the fabrics. I need 3 colors. So here it is again. This is a star, and you know I love stars. So that's what I'm going to produce. And these are my 3 fabrics. I just grabbed some fat quarters and cut them from my supplies from my stash. And I've also got all the dies that I need, and the instructions tell me how many pieces I should be cutting out from each one of these. So we'll see how this all works. So I'm going to get them in, going to reposition the camera so you can see the Accuquilt cutting machine. Okay, the pattern says that I need to cut out 4 quarter square triangles, which are 4 inches finished square. So that's this block, and I have my fabric on it already, and I cut more fabric than I need, but that's okay. I will need some of this fabric to cut some 2.5-inch squares, but I'll do these first, and I'm going to cut 4 half square triangles, 2 inches each, finished size. So I have the 2 blocks here, and I'm going to, okay, so I have my fabrics on 2 of the dies right now, and as I said, I cut more than enough fabric because I'm not absolutely sure when they say cut 4 something if that's counting how many pieces it counts that it cuts here, because it cuts multiples or not, but well, whatever, we'll see what happens. So let's push these 2 dies through the machine. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I'm an idiot. Any of you that saw my first Accuquilt video know what I'm talking about. I forgot to put my cutting mats on top. Yeah, you kind of need those. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Slide it off. These are my half square triangles. So I have to make, how many of these do I have to make? I think I have to make, it says I have to cut 4. Okay. Well, there's 4, but I need to cut those in, okay, and that's in the 1 color. All right, we'll put those over there. And just move this one off. And these were the quarter square triangles. And it says I need 4 of these. Well, I doubled my fabric over, so I have more than enough for this 1 block. Of course, if you're doing a lot of these blocks, which I might do if I like it, that's okay to have extras then for that. And then I need to cut, in this same fabric, according to the instructions, I need to cut 4 2.5-inch squares, which finish at 2 inches. And I believe, just move these out of the way, I believe that's this block right here. Let's double check on the edge. Yes, and they've got the number 2, and it corresponds to the number 2 on the pattern. You can see that each one of these little pieces right here over on the far side are all numbered, which is handy. So this is the one I need. And again, I have a little bit more than enough fabric for this. Make sure I put the cutting mat on top, put it through. slide it off, and just hold these down, get rid of the waste. Eleanor Burns always just throws this over her shoulder. And I cut actually more than enough. I cut 8. It says I only need 4. Okay, and then on my last fabric, I need 2 cuts here. I need 8 half square triangles, 2-inch ones. This is number 5. So that's over here. I think this is it here. Nope, that's quarter. This is block number 5 right here. Now, I get 2 of these, but it says that I need to cut 8. So I need about 4 layers of fabric. So 1, 2. That'll give me 4 layers of fabric. Slide that, hold those down, pull out my waste, and that just gave me 8 half square triangles. And the last thing is I need to cut 1 3¼ inch square on point, which finishes at 2 3/4, and it's supposed to come out of that same blue color, and I believe this is it. No, that is not it. Must be this one. Let's check. It's a number 6. Yes, it is. It's a number 6. Okay, should be enough fabric here for that. And there is. Now you're probably going, oh, look at the waste on this. Yes, you're right. I am wasting fabric. But you want to know something? I'm not worried about that. This is an experiment. If I was doing this for real, like it was a real project that I was, going to make a quilt from, then yes, I would probably be a little bit more frugal with my fabric, because you see I did waste quite a bit there. So throw those off to the side. Said I only needed 1, and I've got 1. Okay, so I have everything cut. So now I go to the back of the card and it's going to tell me how to assemble it. So that's what I'm going to do next, but I need to change my camera position for all of this. So I'll do that. Okay, so I think what would be best before I start sewing is to start laying out my pieces and according to the diagram. So it says there, this piece goes in the middle. This is the on the point square. And then I need to have the 3 5s. The 5s were the half square triangles. So this one, and this one, this one, and this one. And then I need, okay, the 2, which is this, is going up into the corner up here. No, wait. There's a 5. Okay, I'm getting things a little screwed up here. So there's another 5 and a 5. So is there enough 5s? What am I doing wrong, people? There's a 4. Okay. 4 goes here. And this one here. And this one here. It's like building a jigsaw puzzle. One goes here. Okay. Then I need, okay, 2 goes up there. So according to this, these are 5s that are going here. So here and here. Pull that back a bit. Oh, wait. Okay, these aren't right in there. All right, I think what might be best is to follow their instructions. Pin and sew one blue 2-inch finished half square triangle to each side of one light blue 3¼ inch square on a point to create a square in a square unit as shown. Press seams towards blue. Well, let's do this by their instructions. Let's not try to get crazy here, okay? So this is what I'm doing first. So let's pull these pieces out of our way. Oops. And what we have to do is take... Now these should be a different color though. So these are not the ones that are going there. It's these ones. Okay. It helps when you read the instructions. So basically I'm laying it out and these are going to go, move these out of our way. Just like this. And normally if I'd cut these and done it this way, I would fold these pieces in half and I'd fold this piece in half and find the center mark and then match the center marks up. But because this has been cut precisely, all I need to do, well, I don't know what I need to do. I guess, okay, no. The reason I'm making this video and doing it this way, and it may seem like I'm not prepared, is because I'm trying to show you what my thought process would be for the first time doing this. So really, I think I will still fold each one of these little triangles in half, give it a good finger press. I'm going to fold the middle square in half one way, open it up. I'm going to fold it in half the other way, finger press it, get in a little bit of a crease, and now I will line up that crease line, okay, that crease line with this. Can you see it? See my crease lines? And then I'll know that it's centered, and then I'll just sew across, press it the way that they have suggested, and I don't know if I'll have to do any trimming or not. I might. So I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and do this right now. Okay, so I sewed the first ones together, and I now have my, what do they call this? This is called a point and a square, or square on a point. Square on a point. And I do have some little dog ears here, so I am going to take right now, I think this is optional. You don't have to cut these off, but I'm kind of picky. I want to cut them off. So I'm just getting those out of my way. Okay, the next instruction says pin and sew one orange 4-inch finished quarter square triangle and two light blue 2-inch finished together to form a flying geese unit as shown. Ah, interesting. Okay, so I need one of these and I need two of these. And these are going to go on either side of this, just like that. Okay, and we have to make 4 of those, so let's lay them out. Okay, and then we're going to put blue one there, a blue one there, blue one there, there, and there. And I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew those 4 units together. Okay, I've got my block all sewn up, and now I'm going to measure it and see what the final measurement is. And this is where I'm a little confused about the cube system. It says it's an 8-inch block, so I'm assuming that means final 8 inches. So let's see, what do we have? Measuring it across the center, 8 inches, right on. That's great. Measure it this way. And pretty much I might be out by 1/16 of an inch, but that's pretty good. So yeah, so it is an 8-inch block. So that was pretty fast and pretty easy to do. So I could see myself making a whole series of these in an afternoon, and before you know it, you've got a simple quilt. Now that's just one of the patterns that came with this block set. There's a little booklet, as you can see right here. Just close that and get it out of our way. And so you can see in this booklet, they talk about the dies, talks about organizing your dies, and then it has other blocks. Here's the block we just made. Well, that's actually a pattern for a whole quilt. And like I said, it's just a quilt made up of all of these same blocks. So, you know, if you're looking for a really quick gift or something like that, or a baby quilt, this is the propeller block pattern. And again, the same idea here. And then there's a red and white cross block pattern. That's kind of fun. And this one, Schoolgirls Puzzle number 2 block pattern. And a trellis block pattern. So what's that? 4? Another one, triangles and squares block pattern. So there's about 6 patterns in this little booklet that are all just using the dies that came in the 8-inch cube. So, you know, if you're getting into this as a beginner quilter, here's some quick and easy and almost foolproof blocks that you could make with your Accuquilt cutter. So, yes. So my overall impression, at first laying it out was a little confusing because with half square triangles and with flat flying geese, I'm used to creating those in a little different manner. You know, where you put 2 pieces of fabric right sides together and you cut them, pin them, cut them, draw a line on them, all that kind of stuff. So I had to get used to not doing that, but that doesn't take you long to get used to that. And I think the end result is pretty nice. So let me move you up here where I can see you and you can see me. So that's another one of my ongoing experiments to get myself used to using the Accuquilt system. And I hope that you got something from this as well. And yeah, those of you that are experienced Accuquilt quilters, you'll know exactly what I'm doing. I think my thing is sliding. I'm getting a tilt here. Yeah, we're at sea, okay? The ship is leaning to one side. But yeah, I'm pretty much impressed so far with this. So stay tuned for more demonstrations using the Accuquilt Quilter. Bye for now.